Good afternoon, everybody. It's Rubel in the Woods, and today's day 4 of BushClass. So what we're gonna do real quick, not really real quick, it's gonna take a minute for me, is we're gonna be making bannock, which not too familiar with. All I know is it's kind of like a bread. You know, you need wheat, you need flour, salt, water, you know, that stuff. So I brought that out here, and we're gonna be using some water, and we're going to be making bannock with our fire. So that means we're gonna have to get fire materials, gonna have to do a little bit extra, because I get to my shelter here and you can see my little firewood house kind of, and there's not a lot in there right now. And last time I was here, there was a lot of it in there. So that means, you know, somebody freaking raided my my firewood supply. So I'd love to go find it, and I have a feeling I know exactly where it is. And also somebody took the hook piece from my freaking campfire setup. So I don't know what's freaking wrong with people, why they can't leave things alone, but I don't know. But I think I know exactly where it is, or at least along the path of where it all might be. So anyway, we're gonna be making bannock. We're gonna do that real quick. We're gonna gather wood, we're gonna get all the materials, and we're gonna make bannock. So the first thing we're gonna do is we gotta gather firewood. Everything from the smallest bits to the top. So what I'm gonna be doing is, first I'm gonna be gathering just a bunch of like tinder twig bundles, and then I'm going to be sawing and batoning out larger firewood. So we should have a pretty good fire going. From when I read about bannock, it takes maybe like 30 minutes or so to cook, so we'll keep it fed and ready to go. Hopefully it turns out well. I didn't add, you know, like sugar or anything. I was going straight, basically just bread. So, you know, hopefully it turns out good. I've made bread out here before, so we'll see. But I'm gonna just time lapse everything and we'll get going. All right, guys, so we gathered a bunch of wood stuffs for us to make our bannock with. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna move all this stuff over, so it's kind of ready to get started. And we're gonna make the bannock mix real quick. And we're gonna get out our mess kit and actually kind of get to work on the bannock itself. All right, so here we have our flour, we have some salt, and we have water, which is, some of it's gonna be my drinking water. And then we also have my Coleman's cooking set. And basically what we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be baking it. We're gonna be just hot coaling it, essentially. Yeah, we're gonna be baking. There's nothing really to say about it. So what we gotta do is, first we gotta mix our bannock. So let's get this stuff disassembled. This is a really good kit. I highly recommend it. It kind of collapses in on itself, or it doesn't collapse, but it all comes together like it's like 6 pieces or 7 pieces or something. And you can get a whole variety of cooking items in this thing. Like, you've got a frying pan, you've got a bowl, you've got a pot and a cup and a lid. Like here you can see the actual like bowl. Here's the handle that goes with the frying pan. Here's the little pot, and it's not huge stuff, it's just like single person items. Here's a cup, which I have tea with, which we might actually make tea. I'll think about it. Then here's the frying pan with the lid. So what we're gonna do is, I think in this this pan here, we're gonna make our bannock. And then I think we're gonna bake it in the pot. There we go. All right, so we got some flour. Let's get a little bit of salt. Nice little pinch here, and put that in there. Yeah, very nice, very beautiful. Call me a woodland chef. Gordon Ramsay would be proud of me. And then let's get a little bit of water in there. And we might need to add more water, we might not. So I'm gonna throw a little bit of water in there. All right, that should be good. And we're gonna start mixing it together. Let's do that. All right. All right, there we go. Have a little cake going on here. Let's bust out the pot. All right, let's do that. Here we have our nice little pot there. And I don't have any oil, so I'm hoping it won't stick too much, but if it do, it do. We'll make it do. At least we made what we set out to make. So now what we got to do, since I have my little bannock ready to go, we're going to, I'm going to go wash my hands off, kind of wash this pan out, and then we're going to get the fire started and get it cooking. So I'll see you in a minute. All right, so now we're going to get our fire started, ready to roll. We have our bannock set, but now we've got to get our fire going. So let me find where I put my little matches at, you know. There we go. All righty. There we go. That should do it. That should be okay. Yeah, look at that go. Hopefully this cooks the bannock up well. I know there's a process of like letting it burn down to coals and stuff, and letting the coals cook, because the coals will still be really hot. So you let the coals cook it. So that might not be a bad idea. We might let that happen. So I'm gonna cut it now because y'all have seen a ton of this. I know this part's long, and I'll pick it back up when something different happens. So we have our fire, it's down to coals. The coals are really freaking hot, and our bannock's cooking there in that pot with the coal heat. And we also have some water right here heating up. Planning on maybe making some tea. I got a tea pack right here. So I thought that sounded pretty good. Have a little bit of, tea and bread. So once we get the bannock up, I'll let you know how it goes. So I just checked the bannock. It's coming along well. I'm letting it cook a little bit longer just while it's hot until it gets cool. Meanwhile, I have some tea in here, and it's pretty good. I enjoy me some fire-made tea. Shouldn't be too much longer until the bannock's ready. The process of making this has taken some time, so honestly, I think the only time this is really worth it is if you make a bunch of it at once, just because it takes so long. So if you get all the fire materials you need and you start making a fire for it, I would just have a bunch of bannock ready to go so you have a good amount of servings instead of just making it one at a time, because it takes a lot of time, and if you're hungry, it's going to be a pain in the butt. And it's also just like, it's not worth the effort to result ratio isn't really worth it. But it's coming along nicely. All right, we're gonna check the bannock now. It should definitely be done. I made an entire like 15-foot rope of braid rope while I was waiting, so it should be ready to go now, I imagine. Yeah, it looks pretty dang good to me. Let's see. Yeah, the heat's nearly dissipated out of here. It's cool to the touch, so I imagine this is ready to go. Yeah. So here we go. We have our bannock. Looks pretty good to me. It's hard. It's not hard, but it's firm. All right, guys. So our bannock's ready to go. It's been cooked. It's taken a little while. for it to cook. So again, like I said, you'll want larger volumes to make it really worth it. While I was doing that, I made like 15 feet or so of braided cordage, so that's fun. But anyway, here's our bannock. I mean, it looks pretty good. It's firmed up. I mean, it's not very pretty, but it kind of looks like an oatmeal raisin cookie. If this is good, I'll want to try another recipe where it's like has like sugar and cinnamon and raisins and stuff in it. It's a little tough, I can tell you that already, just pulling it off, but let's try it. Not gonna lie, it's pretty good. The texture, it's kind of chewy. Maybe that's my fault, maybe not, but it's good. I like it. The texture is nice. The flavor is very mild. There's nothing really sticking out. It just kind of tastes like bread. Maybe could have used a little bit more salt, I'm not sure. All right, guys, so this is the end of the video. We've done what we set out to do. We practiced a bunch of skills, you know, fire making, cooking using improvised implements, feather stick making. We've done a bunch of stuff. So only thing I can really think of is, because the flavor on this is so like bland, there's nothing really to it, you'll get tired of it really quickly. So I highly recommend y'all do some flavoring or something with it. But besides that, it turned out good. I think the only things that could really be improved are the flavor and the amount of time it takes. I'm sure there's a way. I'll practice and I'll figure it out. So anyway, guys, that's the end of this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I know portions of it are long. You're seeing a cut down portion of it, just because I'm taking out a ton of stuff that wasn't necessary. So I hope y'all enjoy the video. Make sure you like, leave that thumbs up, subscribe if you like and want to see more videos of this or stuff like this. And if you have something you want to say, leave it down in the comments. I love to talk with people. So thanks for watching. I hope y'all have a wonderful day.